So the Trump administration is talking about how they are wanting to garnish people's wages who have not been paying on their student loans.
I'm not paying back my student loans. I do not care. Oh, but what about your credit score? What am I going to do with a good credit score? Buy a house on starvation wages?
Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about wages being garnished for student loans. In this video, people will share their feelings and thoughts about it. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.
I'm already living in my dream home. I have a car. I honestly don't need a credit score for nothing. I don't even file taxes. So you're never getting that money. Get it back in blood.
My estimated student loan debt payoff is in the year 2049. 2049. Do I have my fiance start planning my funeral today or tomorrow?
People are struggling. Everybody is struggling. People are moving back home with their parents at the age of 30. And you want to start garnishing people wages because of some student loans? Y'all gave me that loan when I was 17, 18 years old. I didn't know what I was signing up for. I just thought I was just going to go to school, make something of myself, be the first generation grad in my family, break generational curses, and live happily ever after. I didn't know life was going to life like this when I got good and grown. So I ignored the student loan stuff because I didn't take it seriously. Now I'm at the age of 27 and y'all giving us basically 2 weeks to figure out what we gonna do. And if we don't, you're gonna start garnishing our wages. So I went on the little website and applied for some little plan. Hopefully they approve it so I don't have to be paying an arm and a leg every month.
Oh, they're going to garnish your wages. Most of us are underemployed. If they start taking additional money out of my paycheck, I just won't work. My life will not get worse. I'm not going to have the money anyway, so you can't garnish what isn't there.
Paid off $189,000 of student loans. And the only reason I was able to do so is because the federal government stopped charging interest during COVID. I think that the practice of the federal government charging interest on student loans is incredibly predatory. And 2014 to 2020, I was getting charged 7% interest from the federal government, which meant that even though I was always, every month, putting more than the minimum, I got a bonus, I would put it at my student loans, I would just chuck as much extra money as I had at student loans, I still was barely making a dent because of the interest. Then, the only reason I was able to pay them off in 8 years, so I guess that would put me at 2022, is because during COVID, they put everybody on forbearance with federal loans and 0% interest. And so then when the money I was throwing at the loans every month, I would just plus it up and up. That actually went directly to the principal and it finally went down. So the first 6 years, it was almost flat. And then the last 3 years, it went like this until I paid it off. And the federal government should not be trying to make money on this. They should say, okay, 25-year-old Stephanie, you're going to go better yourself. You're going to get your MBA. That's so great. We'll loan you this $189,000 and then you just agree to pay it back. Oh, in conclusion, I am not in the camp that I think that all student debt should be wiped away. I mean, I think there are exceptions. Like, for example, if you've been in public service, you're a teacher, fully support that. We all know, teachers are expected to get their master's degrees, but are making $50,000 a year. Like, to me, I'm like, if you gave 10 hard years in public service, like, thank you so much. I would wipe away that debt. But I think the point is, if you remove the predatory interest rates from student loans, I would just love someone to do the math, model it out for me, right? Because all of a sudden, instead of paying for 25 years for your undergraduate, you pay it off in 10, but you have more ownership of the debt. And then as soon as you're done paying it off, like, all that money is going back into the economy. So you'll just never convince me that education isn't worthwhile to invest in. Like, I am not of the camp ever that people are like, well, people should just not go to college. That's not what it is. We need an educated country. I just think that we shouldn't be covering the operating costs of the federal government with people that took out loans when they were 18 years old.
5.3 million people are about to go into default on their student loan debt, and the government, the Department of Education, will now be garnishing their wages. What can we do? Pull your money out of major banks. The 5.3 million people that are about to have their student loans go into default, if you're with a major bank, go to a credit union. You'll still be able to have your direct deposit, your checking, your savings. What this is going to do is pulling money out of the banks is going to financially hurt them. And if it's done in mass, it could possibly cripple them. What this is then going to do is put pressure on the government. Our votes aren't really doing anything anymore. We see nobody's coming to save us. The only thing that we're able to do right now is vote with our dollars and where we're spending them. Pull your money out of major banking institutions and put them into credit unions. Personally, I never went to college. I do not have college, or I do not have debt. I don't have kids. I'm not paying for anybody to go to college. But a better educated populace, and a populace that's able to make decisions because they are not saddled to debt, is better for the entirety of society. And I understand that. And we all need to band together for each other, because this is what this looks like.
Okay, I just graduated college July of 24. I've been in school since 2019. I've been paying off my student loans every single month, plus some additional payments. I just paid $2,000 on March 31st. I just did another payment of $328 on April 17th. And now I have a payment of $468 and some odd cents that's due on the 25th of April. Put in the information, it's gonna get taken out. I have been paying on time. So credit bureau, then I'm 90 days delinquent, and it crashed my credit score about 255 points. And you can't get a hold of Nelnet, because every time you call, you can't get through to someone to try and resolve this issue. So
right now, to reach out to your student loan servicer and start out your student loans. I just called, and I'm really satisfied with the assistance that I received. I was able to find out how much I would have to pay if I got on an income-driven plan, and the payment really isn't too bad. And then, but I went ahead and I opted for the hardship forbearance for up to 12 months. You can enter into the income-driven plan at any time that you feel like, within that 12 months or whatever. But this is your sign to start out your loans, because y'all know Mr. Man ain't playing with us. So y'all just make the call. Don't be scared, because honestly, they're really helpful. At least the people who I got, they really helpful. So do what y'all gotta do.
It's sad and unfortunate that people have taken out thousands of dollars just to go to college. I think that college in America should be cheaper, way cheaper. However, many people do own student loans, and they will have to pay them back. I think their best bet is to contact whoever is in charge and to make a payment arrangement. Thanks for watching this video. Have an amazing day.